Welcome to the pages of the Outdoor Journal. You'll join hosts Mike Johnson and Jeff Murray as they trek across North America in search of the finest in outdoor adventures. See nature's beauty and meet the unique folks who made each trip one that won't be forgotten. This episode, visit the beautiful Slate Islands area of Canada along the northernmost edge of Lake Superior. Battle summer lake trout in an incredible location. Let's join Mike and Jeff.
I think we're pretty good in fire orange. How are we doing for chartreuse, Mike?
Well, we got quite a few here. There's some we're a little short of.
Oh, about how many? What, heavy-bodied spoons or?
Quite a few in the heavy. We're short on like flutters and thin spoons.
You know what we really need is a good airbrush. You know, like the one that Bill Lankinen had showed us?
Yeah. That was slick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Paints his own lures, puts a high gloss on them, and sheen gloss. And
We first met him at the Slate Islands, didn't we?
That's right. That was our first trip.
You know, that had to be probably the most gorgeous scenery of any place we went last year.
Definitely. You know, it's hard to believe that on Lake Superior there's that kind of scenery. You know, the people forget that there's, you know, a whole big lake out there. Boy, Bill Lankinen and Bill Manson were a couple of great guys to go fishing with, weren't they?
They sure were. You know, they pulled their own weight and fit right in and were very congenial. But I just loved to hear the way they talked.
Lankinen!
How do you do?
Jeff Murray?
Very good. Very good.
Well, it looks like a great day for fishing.
You'd better believe it.
Well, let's get going.
Let's get going.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Boy, Jeff, I was really surprised to see such a nice landing that far north on Lake Superior.
You know, and that's just one of the problems with the north coast of the Big Lake. You don't find harbors of refuge and shelter like that. Plus, it was a nice concrete ramp with plenty of depth.
Yeah, we didn't have any problem.
Boy, Lankinen really knew his way around those islands and channels, which is a good thing because there's a lot of reefs and some dangerous current.
Yeah, you could tell he'd been there many times.
Perfect spot for it.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. There's a fish. No, there you got a fish there. Snagged it.
Sucker. This is the weather I always dream about. You know?
Yeah. That's not the island there, is it?
Yeah.
Is that the island?
Straight ahead.
That's all it is?
That's all, but it's 8 miles, 7.5 miles.
It sure does look at it.
It
That's
doesn't,
right.
but it is. We could storm from either there or here.
Yeah, you're right.
It's open water, and I've seen waves coming both ways. Meet in the middle, and it's just going up and down all
Yeah, that's a rough ride through.
Last year, I went 3 quarters of the way and had to turn back with this boat.
Is that right?
I got 40 gallons of water right through here. I'm telling you, it goes up the storm.
Well, I can't believe it. Bill took us to his favorite spot right away. What a beautiful spot. Right here, eh?
I'll tell you. I found the best spot is right back here, right here.
Just drift right, we'll just drift with a little breeze here, huh?
Yeah, and drifted right through. There's 100 feet of water right through, 120.
Okay.
And this drop-off is very steep, so you can stay right at the edge of it, but that's where we always get our big fish.
Well, we'll try to get our limit before you get back.
Good. I'll stroll through this a couple of times, see what happens. But just to show you that they're here.
Maybe it's starting to bite.
It's this yellow that seems to work pretty well on them, you know. It's not that big, but it's 2.5, 3, 4 pounds. Not fighting at all because it's coming in like a piece of driftwood, actually. Yeah. I think we'll take one more fish for lunch, though, won't we? What do you think? Hey, I think it's a pretty fair idea.
Man, those trout are deep, eh, Mike?
Yeah, 140 to 150 feet is a long way down.
not big at all. Oh, it got off. Oh, then I don't have to release it.
Boy, it's hard to believe we're 7 miles out of Lake Superior.
It really is special.
Boy, I can see now why this is Bill's favorite place to fish.
And it was perfect for us, too, because we were able to use our jigging technique in calm waters.
Yeah, you can't get any calmer than that, can you?
Oh, boy. How deep are you reading right here, bro?
About 15 feet here. 16 feet, 17 feet. You can pretty well tell even when you glanced on it. Look at the size of that thing. Look at that. Ah. Can't believe it. Oh, is it ever big?
Look at the size of that thing.
Look at that. I can't believe it.
Can't believe the size of that.
That's good, too.
Bill couldn't keep those little leggers off his line.
Get the big ones.
Bill said it was time for shore lunch.
But we had to catch it first.
Did it fall off that time?
No, no follow on that one. Let's see, hold on.
You're slipping. Don't follow us.
You try maybe a different color. What color have you got? Red?
Red and gold.
Are you ready?
You kidding?
What you got there, Bill?
I lost it. I don't think I lost it.
Use that broad tip, Mike. Excuse me? Hey.
We'll bring it into the sandy beach here.
Now you got action.
Hey, all right.
That's not a big.
You see it?
I'll bring it over on that side as soon as I get it near shore here.
Come on. Only a little guy, this one.
Ah, yes. You take all the bait? Your color? All these lakes are native, eh?
Yeah, they're all native in this part of the lake. Makes it ideal.
Oh, that's nice.
See the color of the fish there? It's a dark, much darker than you see down there, eh? And like I say, they make ideal eating.
Well, they are scrappy, aren't they?
Come on, you. Come on, get
That's
in.
the, the smaller and more scrappy than the bigger ones?
Yeah, they are. Generally. I'm only using 8-pound, 6 or 8 pounders lines. So.
No, that's a beauty.
There you are. There you are.
Oh, there, you a
There you are.
nice fella. Hey, you a nice fella.
We're gonna take that one and we'll fry her.
Lift it up.
Lift it up.
Turn it sideways there, Bill. That's a nice fish.
Isn't that a beauty? Look at those markings.
Are the big ones like that too?
Oh yeah, they're all like that. Eh?
Oh, and look at these healthy fins.
And they're red fins on the bigger ones, slotted. Red fins.
What do you got there? Smell? Huh?
Yeah,
A halibut?
Oh, look at the fish. Whole bunch of them right here. There's a whole school of them.
Really?
Yeah, I saw 3 or 4 go by right here. Never
Is that
thought
your
Lake
rod,
Trout would
Bill?
travel in pairs.
Is that your rod?
Yeah.
That's the one you use on Nipigon?
Yeah.
That old thing?
Hell, this is going to be well used before you catch fish
He
there.
found that.
I found it like that for you. And I had one older than that.
Oh boy. You old guys, I don't know what we're gonna say.
Bill, if you don't get that in, you know that darn fish is going to crow 2
You keep the
pounds.
ones you catch fish with, see?
It's going to crow 2 pounds before you get it in.
I claim it. That was fun.
Just watch you don't get it hooked in the motor anywhere there, Bill. I better get mine running.
I love that song.
There's only one thing better than that song.
He's got one too now. Other pole, got a double going here.
Double! We troll all day, bob all day, and now we come in here and short cast.
I caught in your line.
That's all right.
You're gonna have to tighten up that drag there, Mr. Matson.
More?
That'll go 3.5 pounds.
Look at that.
Want to keep it?
I feel sorry for people who've never fished for native lakers in shallow water like that, Mike.
They sure don't know what they're missing, do they?
They're so scrappy and they got so much endurance.
Yeah, we get close to our limit. They never give up. Cook a couple.
You know, you can't horse them in because you'll just pull the hooks right out of their soft mouth.
Yeah. Boy, are they good to eat, though.
Those brilliant orange fillets.
Boy, you boil them up, dip them in butter. Oh, man, is that good.
They weren't oily at all.
Yeah, that second batch that we fried up is just as good as some walleyes we had this summer.
I agree. While you were working on your third helping of lake trout, I got Lankinen to show me how he customizes his lures. Bill, tell me, you hand-painted every one of these lures.
No, not exactly. Not every one.
Show me...
I would say 80% of it.
80% of it. Well, certainly like these here.
Yes. These ones are all painted.
What's this one now? This look, it says a Rapalin. I bet
That's an
old.
original Rapala, probably about 18 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And I dug this out of a lake bottom, trolling along, and it snagged on a line. And I picked it up and sanded it off and repainted that, rather than throw it away.
Huh.
And subsequently, I figure it's worth something to me. You know.
I bet it's worth something to somebody else, too.
And these are all hand-painted. I just added paint on them. They're just lures dug out of the lake, or...
Now tell me a little bit more about this Rapala now. How do you go about, look at this finish here. How do you get such a beautiful faded out on the edge type finish?
That is sanded, primarily sanded,
Okay.
steel wool.
All right.
Then I use an airbrush and use a base color of a white base to give it a solid color. Then I add a chartreuse throughout the whole top, and then I add red over that.
Okay.
And the black spots are a primary, like a final touch. And then it's a lacquer or an epoxy finish, which works very well because it gives it a hard, durable, probably a lasting finish for the life of the lure, because I'll probably lose it after that.
All right.
So it works well.
Now you say airbrush. If I wanted to do this, what kind of airbrush do I get, and what are some of the fine points about using one to reproduce this same effect that you've been able to get?
A lot of imagination, basically. A lot of imagination. You can look at these lures, and
oh, sure.
And there's just something that nobody else has. Like I touched up the paint job on him. Mm-hmm. There's one right there, for instance.
Okay.
That I made up. Now, like I said, it looks appealing to the human eye. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work.
Yeah.
But I tried it, and it did work. So There's another one. It's basically a salmonizer type.
This is
And
real attractive to me. I wish if I was a fish, I mean.
yeah, and I added color on a number of these, like a blue tint to them. They're just a silver chrome lure. So it definitely, you can save yourself a lot of money, and you can imagine any kind of a trick in a book. You can make a lure up, and if it works, you're proud of it because you thought it up yourself.
Yeah, I see you got a number of different color combinations. What are some of your opinions about effective color combinations? You just were talking about this little dark one, for instance.
Okay, black or a dark color generally works in dark water, contrary to belief. A chrome lure, shiny lure does not work well in dark water.
Why?
That's a proven fact. I've tested it myself. I've read articles on it. I've read research on it. And a bright chrome works better in bright water, clear water.
Huh.
Whereas a dark water requires a dark lure. Okay. Now, they've tested them and they found a black or a dark red or a blood red or something like that works better than, let's say, a light color, an orange color, or white, or any of that pattern. There's no end to the combinations you wish to do if you are an imaginative person.
Yeah, and you certainly are.
So that's all you need. Where we were in the...
Okay, and we'll try to stay real close to you. So we're working at the same structure, but at a little bit different depths.
Exactly. And the bait fish were suspended in 75 feet of water in 140 feet, so the bait fish are high.
Okay, the trout are probably underneath them then.
Yeah, I would say so, yeah. What we'll do is we'll hit the bait, come back in here like that, and we'll just work up the structure as well.
Ah! Come on! Look at that.
Pretty.
Boy, they're pretty, aren't they?
He's real cinnamon.
Pretty lake trout.
And you said it couldn't be bobbed.
We don't have a net anymore. Oh, there it is.
I'll get it.
You'll get it?
Here, I'll hold your pole. You get the net. Oh, he got off.
You bum.
Net my lake trout for me. Thank you, Mike.
Oh, is that pretty?
Shore launch.
We got the method. Hey? Little Dr. Juice. Little cut bait. Yeah, that old Lankinen stuck to his trolley and picked up another little one.
But I really like that bobbing, though, Mike.
Oh, that's the only way to go.
You're really fishing. You got the rod in your hand. You can feel the tension and the stretch of the line.
Yeah, the presentation is so important. It's more like fishing. You actually tease the lake trout onto your hook, and then you get that thrill of hauling him up.
See him so good in this clear water.
Oh, you just got 10 plus.
10 plus. Oh, look at that.
Nice fish.
Finally. Oh, look at those gills. I'm telling you.
We finally found them, Jeff. We finally found them.
Oh,
Beauty.
look at those gills. Don't let them wrap around that line. They start doing their rolling thing. Come on, Mike. As soon as it hit, I mean, that's the second fish that's done that. This time, that's why I was afraid that we might not even have gotten them.
Just nice orange meat in it, too.
Yeah, there's the good strains in this.
Oh, jeez.
You got one?
We're going. Yep.
You sure you got a fish?
Yep.
Not another rock?
Oh,
You got some weight there?
he's tugging. I got a little bottom.
This dinky net, I hope he'll fit into it.
Oh, there he is. Oh, look at that.
Boy.
Look at that. Oh,
Oh, look how clear that is. You can see exactly. Where are you going to bring him?
in a row. He's kind of making up his own mind here.
Well, I'll just back off and you let me know. I think I can take
Look
him on
at
this
that.
path.
Oh, look at that. There he is.
Right in the net.
Oh, man. That's a pretty fish. Look at the markings on that.
You know, the spots are a lot smaller, too. But look at those fins. of course, no fin clips.
No fit. Native fish.
Native Lake Superior fish. Oh, feel how cold he is.
You know, Jeff, we haven't really tagged any monsters, but this Slate Island fishing is
It's
really
unbelievable.
something. It's an untapped resource, native fish.
Well, all the fish that we've graphed and all the bait fish, you know that they're going to be here. They're certainly not going to starve to death, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, we've only been here a day, and we're kind of cold at it as far as where the structure are, but we've now found the fish today.
Well, I say, if we come back in August like we're talking about, we're going to reproduce what we've experienced at least tenfold.
I had to give the trolling boards a chance before we left.
And it worked.
Oh, son! Big bass!
Better not be a bass. Look at that noodle rod.
Oh, we just saw the boat. Look at him go nuts.
That's a nice one. See how they flail their head from side to side? And then you wonder why they get off. Well, I think you're off. He's the same size as the other one.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Send me that professor's camera. Here. You know, Bill Lankinen would take a plain chartreuse spoon like this and do magic with that airbrush.
Sure would.
And he would come up with patterns until he found one that worked.
You know, he had color combinations I hadn't ever seen before.
I know, and he was very artistic too.
You know, it really does a lot of experimenting.
Hard on the water experimenting.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.